Hello, fams and famettes. It's a new, bright, sunny day. Well, kind of. The sun is glaring in my face a bit. But you know what that means. It's time for a new recording session and time for me to get opening some more of this stuff. There's just so many Magic the Gathering stuffs in here. It's unbelievable. So let us begin. Obviously, if you haven't already watched the other episodes, because I'll probably be skipping over some stuff which you've already been seen this far in the series. So yeah, we have Eyeless Watcher, Eldrazi stuff. Gives you Scions. I won't be running that. Incubator Drone, Scions, Blinding Drone, tap stuff, Ruination Guide. That's good. That has Ingest, and it gives you colors creatures +1/+0, which is nice. But it's mostly the Ingest which I'll be using it for, and that is an uncommon actually, which kind of makes sense because it has an across-the-board kind of ability. Then Flare Drone, which is the first striker. Whenever another colourless creature in battle in your control opponent loses 1 life. I do run that as a one-off in my Eldrazi, but it probably is only going to stay as a one-off. Although you could probably build an entire deck around Flare Drone's effect, just because it's such an easy kill. Because I mean, technically speaking, you could use Scions with that. Because it says colours creature, not colours non-token. Or artifact, I suppose. Stalking Drone, it's just green power for it. Call the Scions, 3. It just creates Scions. It's not that great, to be fair. Warning of Geometries, it's a Vigilance and adds mana. It might be alright as a Mana Rock for Eldrazi, but I'm already running it at 2, and that's all I need. Reality Hemorrhage deals 2 damage to target creature or player. No. The fact you're having to use red to use this anyway means you might as well just use any red spell. Touch of the Void deals 3 damage to target creature or player if a creature would dealt damage this way would die this turn in exile instead. See, that's better because it actually has an additional effect, which benefits the Eldrazi build. But I'm already running it like 3 of, I think. Then we have Aggressor, which is a nice for the aggro deck. Cosmic Pathfinder. It's a 5/5 for 6 that can make things not be able to block it, which is nice. But again, only really for aggro. Water Geometries. Cosmic Channel, and that is something I'll probably run in my Eldrazi because it is add 2 to your mana pool for 5, and it's a 4/4 for 5. So that's probably going to be going in the Eldrazi. Cultivator Drone again. Eldrazi Sky Spawner. It's a flyer that creates a Scion. Scour from Existence. Exile target permanent. I'm already running it as a one-off, and it's a 7-cost card. I think Flameheart Cleansing actually costs slightly less. But it's probably like you play one in main and then side deck the other. Another Cultivator, Flame Tendrils. All creatures get -2/-10 if you don't die this turn exile instead. That is definitely going in the Eldrazi deck because there are so many things there is an entire deck that you can kill off, like the 1/1 Death Touches. You could just go, and there are 15 of them? No, they're all exiled as well. Oh, well, no, because they're all exiled, this does this or something. There probably is an Eldrazi card which is, this card's power and toughness are equal to the amount of cards your opponent has in exile. Yay! Another Call the Scions, Silent Skimmer, Cryptic Cruiser, which is a Possessor. It's a 4-cost rare. It's a 3/3. For 3 including a blue, put a card your opponent owns makes non stuff. It's graveyard, tap target creature. But there's other things that can do that for better than that. I don't know where they're going with that idea. It's not a good card. Ruination Guide. We've seen this one before, but I'll probably, that's one of those things you probably run as a 4 of, because if you have all 4 of them out, that's kind of a nice stacker. Then we have Adverse Conditions. Tap to target creatures they don't attack during the opponent's end step. Well, control takes end step. Put a 1/1 Scion on the battlefield, yeah. And that is uncommon as well. And then we have Gravity Negator, which gives other things flying. Grave Birthing. Target opponent exiles a card, that means our graveyard you create a Sion, and then you can also draw a card. That's a lot of bang for your buck, but 2 of those. I'm probably gonna say no. Slaughter Drone, which it has Death Touch. Sky Scourer, it's a devoid flyer. When you cast a color spell, gains +1/+0 until the turn. Good for aggro. Costly X Shrieker. You can give it +1, gains Menace. We have Essence Depleter. Devoid, you can pay 2 and blinking colorless. Opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Extort for Eldrazi. Okay. So that's probably good, again, if you combine that with the first touch Flayer guy. Another Silent Skimmer. Mindraker, okay. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a card in opponent owns from exile, so that plays graveyard. If you do, each opponent discards a card. No. Havoc Soul, which is an uncommon, 4. It's a 3/3 for 4, which for 2 can get +2/+1 till end of turn, so you just keep stacking that up and gain a lot of attack power. Another Scourer, another Cosmic Translator. We have Sludge Crawler. Has Devoid and Ingest. So it's a 1/1 for 1 with Devoid and Ingest. But for 2 you can give it +1/+1. It would be good because it has Ingest, but that mana cost to give it +1/+1, it's like no. We have Eldrazi Devastator, an 8/9 for Trample for 8. I might put that in the deck just because it's an 8/9 Trampler, because no matter what build you're going for, I tend to put things in my deck which are like threats, just so that my opponent can sort of have to deal with them. And then Vestige of Emrakul. A 3/4 Devoid Trampler for 4. And then another Scout from Existence. Swamp Surge. Creature you control get +2/+0 at the end of turn. Colorless creature you control gain first strike at the end of turn. Nice. And Royal Mage's Trick. Mist Intruder. Here's a flyer with Ingest. See, that's a bit better because it's a flyer with Ingest. And then we have Sage Eye Harrier, which is a Morpher. We've seen this guy before. Dazzling Rampart, which is an uncommon defender, which can, if you tap it and pay 2, you can tap a creature for some reason. Like, no. Defiant Strike, target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn, draw a card. I'll probably go in the Warriors deck, just because it's a draw for 1 and a trigger for your tokens for 1. Not tokens, heroic. Another Eyeless Watcher, Vile Aggregate, equals the number of colors creature controls, powers, and its trample. Again, it's good for the aggro, but not good for anything else. And then another Reality Hemorrhage. I went through that pretty quickly because I myself play Eldrazi, and I know a lot of people know of Eldrazi because Emrakul and Kozilek kind of and stupidly broken. Well, it's those big 2-pack, those big 2-cards. Except Chittering Host, that's just terrible. Oh, it's for 6 mana you get like something with Menace, and everything else gains Menace. I guess it's okay for aggro, but terrible in Commander because you're having to search your entire deck of 100 for 2 cards. Anyway, Ethereal Ambush, manifest top 2 cards of library. Don't like manifest as a function just because of how luck based that is. Unless you have some way of looking at the top of your deck. Oh, I suppose you could scry. You could scry 1. Or scry a couple at the same time. And then go, right, that's bad, or that's a creature, okay, and then I'll cast this. Cunning Strike, deals 2 damage to target creature, and 2 damage to target player, then draw. But it's a 5 cost. Why would you pay something like that for 5? Sure, you're getting 3 effects in one go, but no. Abomination of Gudul is kind of weird as well. It's a big Morpher, which is a flying 3/4 for like 6. And if it deals common action player, you may draw and then discard. It's weird to me, because it's not a legendary. And with that color combination, with the clan that it's in, wouldn't it be good to make a legendary because commander? And that does sound like I suppose with it being morph, I suppose. It'd be weird. But then again, I guess does its morph cost the same? Is what I'm thinking, I suppose. Would it get around that part of the commander rolling? There's a lot of these, by the way. There we go, a Freak Weapon Master. Again, white, red, green. No, white, red, blue, and it's not a legendary creature? Okay. When it enters the battlefield, just turn face up. Another creature you control gets +3/+3 till end of turn. And it has First Strike, which is nice. And more for some reason. High Spire Mantis, which is a 4-cost flying 3/3 with flying and trample. Why does a flyer have trample? It seems weird to me. But for a 4-cost 3/3 flyer that has an additional ability even though it's trample is still pretty damn good actually. And there's 2 of them in Boros colours. I don't care what kind of action it is, but it's free, whatever. It's still Boros to me. Another free Asban Guide, which is black, white, green. Again, guys, make them legendaries or something. Has lifelink and can morph. A 4/4 with lifelink for 5. No, 6, sorry. Maybe not. Even if you can just morph it. Sultai Suse, here we go, is an uncommon. And it's that battlefield, look at top 4 cards in the library, put one of them in hand and the rest of the graveyard. Standard Sultai kind of stuff. And then we have Royal Spout, which is a white-blue. Put target creature on top of its opponent owner's library, which is good for a 3-cost. I mean, what? So there's some that return to hand, like Rebukes, that cost 3. And there's, like, essentially waste your opponent's draw as well. And you can awaken for 6 instead, and put 4 +1/+1s on a target land you control and becomes a 0/0 element with haste silver land. That's probably the cheapest awakening cost I've seen in a while, and it's the kind of awakening you probably would play because you're getting the value for doing it. It's already economically friendly by itself, the card. And then Ride Down, which is again a really good Boros. Destroy target blocking creature will block by that creature. This combat game trample end of turn. I think I run that in one of my decks actually. It's that good for a 2-cost. Master Do It. Draw a card. Deals damage to target creature or player equal number of cards in your hand. I could see there being a usage with that, the land that gives you infinite hand, and say a draw deck including lots of stuff like divination. Oh, just play this. I've got 20 cards in my hand. You die, bish. Actually, that would be an interesting kill condition, just killing your opponent for the fact you have so many cards in your hand. Just for the sake of having cards in your hand. It doesn't matter that you can't play them all. The true embodiment of hand advantage. Grove Rumbler, so Growl colors from Rise Eldrazi. It's a 4/4. It's a 3/3 for 4 with trample and landfall, which gives it +2/+2, which makes it a 5/5 trampler most of the time. And then Relentless Hunter, 3-cost with Growl colors, and for 3 you can give it +1/+1 against trample at the end of turn. It's already a 3/3 for 3, which is pretty damn good actually. I thought I said Absolute Batman for a second. So that's like the Boros one. So when it's an ally enters the battlefield under control, creature control can double strike until the end of turn. But it's only a 2/2 for 5, but that ability though, you're not casting this with power, you're casting it with just, I cast a 1/1 creature for 1, everything gets double strike. Also this one is trample because fuck. And then we have Enduring Scale Lord, which is Trostani colors, and it's a dragon. Which is weird colors for dragon. It's a 4/4. It's a 4/4 for 6 flyer. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are placed on another creature control, you may put a +1/+1 counter on this. That is going to get very strong very quickly. Grim Contest. What does this do? Oh, that's the one where they fight each other. Cunning Strike. Hagara Sharpshooter. It's a 3-cost 2/2, and for 5, Target creature gets -1/-1 to the end of turn. No. Just no, that's way too expensive what it is. That's not uncommon, what a waste. Demon's Grasp, that artwork has always been funny to me. Target creature gets -5/-5 to the end of turn. Hey look, a card with the same cost as that ability that actually does more. From the same set even. Task Snare. Target creature gets -3/-2 to the end of turn. Hey look, a card that costs less and still does more. Malakir Familiar. It's a bat, it's a 3-cost bat flying death touch. Whenever you gain life, gets +1/+1 to the end of turn. It's alright. Debilitating Fury. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. Hey look, another card that still does more. Swarm of the Bloodflies. 5. It's a 0. It's a 0/0 flyer. Okay. You know it's going to be good when it's a 0/0. Enters the battlefield with 2+1s on it. Whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Oh god. Time to sacrifice every creature, every creature. Knowing somebody somewhere, somebody has actually just made a deck about sacrificing creatures, just playing stuff like Swamp of Blood. And now we get to the idea of Kitchen Finks exists. Just spat. I mean, you could win anyway with Kitchen Finks Infinite, but it's just, it's a 100 creature because Kitchen Finks. Hooded Assassin for 3. Then as battlefield, choose 1, put a +1 on it, or destroy a creature that's dealt damage this turn. That's not bad. Another debilitating injury, another debilitating injury. Shadow Secret. Target opponent discards 2, put top card of your library into your graveyard. Not bad. Rising Miasma. All creatures get -2/- till the end of turn. Hey look, another card that costs less. And for Awaken of 7, you can put 3 counters on a land on it. See, that costs a lot more for the value you're getting out of it. Already you're paying a 4 cost to get -2/-2 on things. Dutiful Return. Return stuff to hand, basically. Molding Snakeskin. Molting. Alters Reap. As an additional cost to cast this, sacrifice a creature. Hey look! Just what I was mentioning before, and draw 2 cards. That's not bad, actually. Flatten. Target creature gets -4/-1 to the end of turn. Oh look, another one. Another Alters Reap. And then Mardu Skull Hunter. Reeve Soul, destroy creature you target creature with power 3 or less. Macabre Waltz. Yeah. Fetid Imp. It's an imp. It's a 1/2 flyer, and you can give it Death Touch for 1. That's not bad. 1/2 death for basically 3 mana or Death Toucher. I mean, I've seen better mana costs for Death Touchers, but it's a flying Death Toucher at least. Then Throttle. I'm just trying to comprehend this guy. So, Grave Purge. So, put any number of target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library. Draw a card. I wonder how that can be. I wonder how that can be exploited. Because a lot of decks I know want stuff in the grave, like particularly like Armacat. But there must be some decks where things are better off in the library. Isn't that? Then we have Diplomacy of the Wastes. Target opponent reveals his or hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card if control of warrior. That player also loses 2 life. Nice. It's targeted removal from your hand, which is sometimes right. And if it's got warrior synergy for just that little extra bit of flavour. Reach of Shadows. Destroy a target creature with 1 or more colours. Which is ironic because. So basically, it killed everything except Eldrazi artifacts. Pretty good. And then Ancestral Vengeance. Enchant creature and S battlefield put +1/+1 on target creature control, and enchanted creature gets -1/-1. Not bad. bad for a 2-cost black, and then finally hook the assassin again. And that will be it for this episode. We still have a bunch left to do, so I will join you guys in a moment in the next video. And until then, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Don't forget to comment down below what you thought the best opening card of this opening was, or multiple, I don't mind. And share below your deck strategies with some of the cards that might have triggered your memory, or maybe triggered your horrifying, terrible flashbacks. Either which way, it's Jack signing off. Thank you guys for watching.